Good morning. I was feeling really kind of inspired and excited, so I thought I would make a video. And I just randomly want to show you one of my favorite books. Maybe you've never heard of this book, but it's if you are like me and you love fantasy and you love art and you like adventure, then this is definitely going to be a great book for you. And this is one of my favorite dragons of all time. I don't know if it's going to be backwards, but it's the most beautiful bookmark that I think I own. My camera just stopped. That was weird. Maybe because I was waving this. No, I don't think so. I was working on I was working on a 3D dragon a while ago, so I think I might start him back up, but make him like a fluffy, puffy, like cute dragon that just kind of like hangs out with you and like sits on your shoulder. Anyways, I also thought it would be kind of fun just to read you the back of this book. I wish you could. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say I wish you could see the back of the book while I'm reading it. Like, duh. Okay. You can't really see me now. Smaug. Okay. Stuff from the very top. The great modern classic and prelude to The Lord of the Rings, illustrated by Alan Lee. Smaug certainly looked fast asleep when Bilbo. Sometimes I get nervous when I read too, so. Smaug certainly looked fast asleep when Bilbo peeked once more from the entrance. He was just about to step onto the floor when he caught a sudden thin ray of red from under the drooping lid of Smaug's left eye. He was only pretending to be asleep. He was watching the tunnel entrance. Whisked away from his comfortable, unambitious life in his hobbit hole in Bag End by Gandalf the Wizard and a company of dwarves, Bilbo Baggins finds himself caught up in a plot to raid the treasure hoarding of Smaug the Magnificent, a large and very dangerous dragon. Although quite reluctant to take part in this quest, Bilbo surprises even himself by his resourcefulness and his skill as a burglar. An exciting epic of travel and magical adventure, says the Observer. A flawless masterpiece, I would agree with that. One of the most influential books of our generation. Well said by the Times. J.R.R. Tolkien, The Hobbit. It would be fun to read a couple pages. Am I allowed to do, are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to read books on the internet? I don't want to give anything away, so let me just show you some of this absolutely magnificent. Look at this, how gorgeous that is. It's so pretty, right? The dwarves are convening at a table, looking at the map of Middle Earth, I would imagine. And I'll show you one more. This is beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read this book again. I don't even know if I read it all the way through, so maybe I'll start doing that. Anyways, speaking of fantasy, kind of. To me, fabric is fantasy because it's like when you're sewing, you're creating something brand new. So speaking of my jacket, it's coming along. It's not here, but I have to do the collar. And I think I'm actually going to work on the pockets. I'm going to work on the pockets today. I'm going to work on the collar. And you know what I'm going to do for the inner collar? It's going to have the lighter taupe color. And I can't find a zipper long enough. A zipper, well, between 34 and 35 inches. But I think 34 is going to be fine because I'm going to be making an overlap on this jacket because I don't want the zipper to be visible. And then this is kind of like my morning pages. I'm just like thinking out loud. The hem, it is looking a little bit long, but I think once I get the scrunched in of the waist, like I'm gonna make some channels for the waist. And I might even do something that's never been done on a jacket. I might even make like, because you know how the jacket, the channel, you would get like a little piece of fabric and you put it on the inside of the fabric and you would put the elastic in there so it ruches at the side. But what if the fabric, that might look stupid actually, that's why it's never been done. What if the piece of fabric was on the outside at the waist? I'll show you what I mean when I do it. That, and then, oh, and then I have a little piece. I should probably show you. I have the little pieces. I did 2 pieces. Yeah, I did 2 pieces for the, I don't know what they're called. I have to look up the technical term because it's like, it goes along with epaulets, but it's the little flaps, rain flaps, mud flaps, something like that. And usually they're on both sides, but what I decided to do is I'll have them on one side. I'm gonna have 2, and then I might have a smaller one. Anyways, it's kind of boring talking about something that I can't even show you. So I will show you something very exciting that I just bought. And I might insert here, a mock-up, because I'm going to do a mock-up of something that I want to make with this fabric, because it's already in my head, but yeah, this is gorgeous. With the gorgeous damask. I love damask pattern, damask and like fleur-de-lis, but I feel like I like damask a little more than fleur-de-lis because it's a little bit more, you've got a little bit more of a freedom to kind of make, you could even do like a floral pattern and still have it look like a damask or a fleur-de-lis. Always like a fleur. For me, it can be kind of boring, you know. But yeah, so if I do the insert here, I want the sleeves to be really long, and then I might have a different fabric for the sleeves. And here you can see has a like a moon shaped neckline, and then I might border the neckline with some sort of surface interest, but I'll probably just leave it as it is. And then the whole vision would be like a very long gown, but I also thought it would be fun to have like a poofy shorts and boots or something like that. Obviously, it would need to be worn in with flowers and somewhere beautiful like that. But yeah, so this is the fabric. And it's just like it's kind of like tonal, you know, but I do like the colors of it. So anyways, that is my morning update. Anyways, I have to get going because I don't know where the pattern is for my blouse / dress / I made one and then I was just making it on the fly. So I put it somewhere, and it's actually, I don't think I've ever actually made like a proper bodice for myself, which is really weird. I do have some sleeveless ones, but not like this, because honestly, it's just, they're really hot. They're really hot. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, see you in the next video.